Real estate being open with no credit check. Y'all hear me today? Meet us online in Plano, Texas, or online this Tuesday at 11 a.m. Central. It's free, y'all. You must register online, though. Major deals were made since our last session, y'all, and I'm so excited. Despite a war and rumors of war, baby, the creators are over here creating generational opportunities. Creators closing high ticket items. Real estate being open with no credit check. Y'all hear me today? Meet us online in Plano, Texas, or online this Tuesday at 11 a.m. Central. It's free, y'all. You must register online, though.
Well, the only thing that's stopping you from doing anything is you. You have to get out there. You have to say something. You have to show up because if you do it, ain't nobody gonna do it for you. You can have every single tool and still not use it properly. Why? Because you're not doing it. Right? It's one thing to want to look, I want y'all to get out the mindset of I need everything this person has. I need everything that person has and I'll be successful. Success comes from the ideas that are planted already in you. And if those ideas aren't in you, then you're not going to be successful. I always say pray, ask God to give you the thing that He would have you to do in this earth. Because the thing that He would have you to do.
All right, ladies. So we are going to get started. I got this last little advert um running on there, and we're about to get suited and booted and make it happen. All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the couch session. We are so glad that each of you have decided to come in and tune in with us today. Listen, we have an amazing time we're going to have because today we're going to talk about something very serious, and that is our mindset. Because a lot of times we do have to change the way that we think, because the scripture does says this, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is what? So is he. And the principle is true to life because how you think, or how you perform in one area of your life is how you're going to perform in another area of your life. So even in business, to really get successful in business, it really start with a true transformation of mind. But before we get started, we have some ladies on the couch tonight. We're going to go around and play popcorn. And what we're going to do, I want you to tell us about your business, what you do or what you're trying to do. And then also kind of tell us maybe if you had a win or or what brought you to the couch today. Okay. All right. So we'll start with you, Miss Latricia Ferguson.
Hi y'all, how y'all doing? My name is Letitia Ferguson, and I own All Things Digital, where I have a beginner craft community, and I'm soon to be opening like another academy, basically more advanced. Yeah, so I'm doing that. I am actually exploring my opportunities in another spectrum. So I just had a class that was actually sold out twice, and I was really excited. So I'm thinking I'm trying to figure out if that's a direction I want to pursue. But yeah, so far I'm just making my way and trying to figure out what I want to do.
Okay. Okay. So how have you been getting those people in your courses? Tell us some, who are trying to get people inside of those courses. What have you been doing to get them there?
Well, thanks to you and the people that you have, let's just say shout out to you. I've definitely had wonderful people on my team to a point where they created my funnel and they help with the automations because ooh, I am not skilled in that area. And honestly, they made a way where I didn't have to do much at all besides just get the information I need, give it back, and when I say they were day and night, just like me, they might be night, I'm day, but we was on there together working. And anytime I needed help, like Lady Hell was like, "Okay, I got you. I'll see you alone." Like what? Like it was just amazing. So I appreciate it. And as I advanced in this area of my design academy, like I was just here doing the logo and just here doing all the aspects. So I can't wait to, you know, take it to the next net level. Yes.
All right. Well, I'm glad to that that the service has been very helpful for you. And those sold out classes, I love to hear that every time. So that's awesome. Oh my God, y'all, we are filling up the room tonight. Miss Karen, go ahead and tell the folks who you are, what you do. Miss Karen, the serial entrepreneur over there. Yeah, oh, never mind. She can tell her story better than I can.
Hey, you guys, my name is Karen Reese, and I am what you call a serial entrepreneur. And I'm so glad I've connected Crystal because we're going to go in history to be the first person who ever became successful in launching 10 businesses at one time. with Crystal. Okay. And so with the help of Crystal, the CRM system, and all the VAs that are helping me, they're doing my posting, they're doing creating pictures of me with AI and everything that she's got me doing. And so this season of mine is all about automation, getting to the point where I have things automated, where things are automatically going out, emails are automatically going out. And because the VA, I can go and say, hey, create me automation to go ahead and send out 10 emails and text messages to the people and just constantly bombard them. And that's what we have to do because people have to see things at least 7 times before they buy. And so we have to get in that, get in that automation. So I am so excited. I have a win. I got an email. I spammed someone that I saw someone at my church who was on Channel 8, and I went to that anchor and I was like, hey, I got a Sports Mom talk show. And so she saw my post. She sent us an email, and we are going to be on Channel 8 on Thursday. And my hair is like this. And I told my sister, I said, I could just do the front part. And so she was like, no, ma'am, no, ma'am. And you need to get makeup done. And so I am trying to get a makeup artist and trying to make it a hair appointment for the talk show to be on the channel. And I'm so excited, and just pray that I can talk clearly and that I slow down and that I really show the passion that God has given me. And I was just reading in Joshua, and he was saying, wherever your feet land, that's what the land he has given you. And then I got the email and I'm like, okay, God, oh my God. But God is going to do it. And I'm just so excited.
Wow, that is amazing. Mama is over here, y'all. Mama's over here. Y'all don't stand there over there.
Congratulations, Miss Karen.
Mama
Thank
said,
you.
congratulations.
Thank
Wow,
you,
that is
thank you.
incredible. That is incredible. And I can't wait, y'all. WFAA is a Channel 8 news here in Dallas. It is one of the major radio stations, sorry, major TV station. Over 2, 3, 5 million people be watching it all at one time. And y'all know, and if y'all know that Channel 8 is our trusted news, so it's not a gossiping thing or anything like that. It's a quality station, y'all. So that is phenomenal. Congratulations, Miss Karen. And Miss, how you say, I don't want to mispronounce your name. Is it
I'm
Zakaya?
sure that's me, Zakia. That would be me,
Okay. Awesome. Did I say it right?
Zakia.
Zakia. Okay, Zakia. Welcome to the couch session. Tell us a little bit
Yeah.
about what you do and share any wins. It don't matter, big or small. We celebrate them here on the couch session.
I am actually newly diving in, like head first, 100% into both my construction and event planning companies. So I got two things going. Just left corporate America, my stronghold, in order to do it. I am here because of Karen.
Okay, Miss Karen, she pulls
So you
everybody
asked
here,
who
baby.
has me here. That is why, like, I am here, and I think I've seen a couple of times. I've seen her posting. I've talked to her about it, and so I wanted to jump in, visit with you ladies, and see how this couch session works out.
Okay, well, we are glad to have you at the
Mhm.
couch session. And look, we are open books here. Don't be afraid to ask questions, or even if you get a light bulb moment, this is what we're here. We're here to support you, share you, and push you to the next level where you want to go. All right.
Thank you, ladies.
We have Miss Marla. Miss Marla, tell us a bit about what you do, where you're from, and where are you from, Zakia?
I'm in
You did.
Dallas.
Oh, you in there? Okay,
Well, I'm
cool.
in Midlothian, but yeah, Dallas.
Okay. Okay, awesome. Awesome.
All right. Good evening, everyone. My name is Marla Pittman, and I am here because Zakia is a friend of mine and my accountability partner who is here because of Miss Karen. So yes, so Miss Karen, you just growing people everywhere. Um, I am currently in corporate America, and I would love to be able to step out on my own with my own consulting firm. So, with the help of my accountability partner, Zakia, I have established my LLC, and I am attending tonight because I would love to, I guess, get ideas about how to take it to the next level. So I'm passionate about consulting, HR consulting, also workshop facilitation, lifelong learner, and I love to teach. So I got 10,000 ideas. I need some help narrowing it down because I want to focus. So,
Okay. Are you in the DFW area?
yes, I am. I'm sorry, I forgot to say that. I am in Grand Prairie.
Okay. We got Grand Prairie, Midlothian, DeSoto. Okay, I see something coming together in my head that is gonna be epic. And when you say consulting, you said like HR consulting, correct?
Yes, HR consulting around talent acquisition,
Okay.
employee relations. I also love doing workshops. I'm a career coach, personal coach. So
Okay.
lots of different things going on
Okay.
that
No, no,
I'd
that's
love
a
to
good
be
thing.
able to do. So,
Okay. 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 Because I'm gonna put you on the spot, Miss Marla. Just
all right.
remember that. I'm locking it in my head. All right. We got LaShonda. LaShonda, you mind telling us a little bit just about what you do, where you from? All right. Well, Miss LaShonda, when you come back, tell us where you're from. Miss Jeanette, let us know a little bit about your business and where you from. That's your sister,
Hey,
right,
you
Miss?
guys. Yes, I'm trying to get set up here real quick. I am
No
Jeanette
problem.
Hilton. I am from St. Louis, Missouri. I have the business that I'm focusing on now is my manicuring business. I'm a licensed nail tech. The name of my business is Mani and Petties by Jeanette Hilton. I'm a natural nail care manicurist.
Mm-hmm.
What else did you ask me? I got here through Karen, my sister.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and what else did you ask me?
That was it.
Okay, that's me.
Awesome sauce. Well, welcome back to the couch. She joined us last week and we had an amazing time. Did you have the opportunity to kind of really nail down your avatar and your offer, Miss Jeanette?
You know what? I was trying to remember. Okay, I rewrote because I got so many scratch papers from the last lesson. So I did my pitch. I got my 30
Mm-hmm.
second, my avatar. Um, where's that page at? My offer. Well, see, I'm gonna say no, so you can help me tonight. Cause
Okay.
I'm already working in my salon. So let me say that I'm already working in my salon.
Great.
So when you said that, I did go in and adjust some of my prices based on my service and time. I
Mm-hmm.
did I did do that. And my avatar, I'm still working on that part because I was just saying whoever just want, their natural nails.
Got you.
So
Got you.
but
Got
last week I did hit on my healthcare people, those who's into non-toxic, who want natural nails. Um, those who's into self-care. That's where I'm looking for.
Okay. Awesome. Awesome. Okay. Well, we're gonna do some tweaking tonight. And we got Dr. Little is in the house all the way from Houston, Texas. Dr. Little, if you could just share with the people what you do, what you got going on, and any wins, no matter how big or small, that you'd like to share with us. The floor is open to you.
I sure will go ahead and share. I'm driving, so I'm not turning the camera on. But I'll share what I have is called the Graduate Skip LLC. It's a real estate management company that provides support services to graduates and entrepreneurs who are experiencing financial hardship due to overspending during graduation or due to lack of resources due to credit problems. What we have is my offer is I have access to financial literacy of trading, and those who enter into the community and complete the course, they actually get access to a funded trading account in which we're using a bot to do the trading. So that's what we are and what we do. Dr. Janice Little, Graduate Skip LLC.
All right. I love it. I love it, Dr. Janice. Listen, if any of y'all have some seniors or anything like that, y'all really need to get with Dr. Little because she will show you how to get your babies funded. Also hooking them up with entrepreneurial skills and classes and things of that nature that would take your young person to the next level where you're not having, all those have to worry about all those senior fees and things of that nature. She puts y'all in a position where you can afford it and stuff like that. All right. Well, that is awesome. And last but not least, we have Miss Sheila with Victory Beyond Limits with her company there. Miss Sheila, come on in the room. Tell us a little bit about your business, what you got going on, and any wins, no matter how big or how small.
Well, I get to the root cause of people's illnesses and help them to understand, be able to listen to the whispers that their bodies be telling them so they can know what to do and how to do it.
Awesome. Awesome.
I have written, I'm finished with my book.
Yay!
And I'm working on, I haven't got it published yet, but I got it written. And I'm working on doing an event.
Okay. What is your event going to be about? Or what is it going to cover?
It's just really basically going to be, it's going to cover, like, I'm going to have a chef there. We're going to talk about the foods that you can eat that'll heal your body. And I got a sound bath person. We're going to talk about, how breath work and healing can help heal your body. And it's just basically how to take care of your body and how to heal yourself, become your own self-care advocate.
Right. Okay. Well, that sounds pretty good. And what have you decided where you're going to hold the event
at? So far right now it's going to be in Atlanta.
In Atlanta. Okay. Look like we're going to have to get on a plane and come out there to the Atlanta. Yes, indeed. Well, that is absolutely amazing. And y'all know what I'm so proud of each and every one of y'all, what y'all did this week. Y'all was making moves. Whether it was building a website, whether it was setting a funnel, whether it was making a deal or something like that. Y'all were making moves. So I want y'all to give it up for yourselves this week just for making moves. You hear me? There's not a lot of people making moves. Oh, we got one more, Miss LaShonda. I think she came back. Are you back, Miss LaShonda? I guess she wasn't. Okay.
Yeah,
well,
I'm still figuring out this technology. I think I did come back. Okay. I guess
I
unmuted.
Awesome. Yeah, tell us a little bit about what you do, what you got going on, and then we're gonna go into the mindset. Then we're gonna go to the mindset piece after that. Okay.
Absolutely. I'm LaShonda, and I'm the principal and founder of Good News Global, and primarily what I do is business development and market research. So I help startups build a strong foundation to grow. So a lot of times, the strategy and systems, and I'm still, because I'm pretty lengthy and comprehensive in what I do, I'm also still trying to figure out how to scale, which is now why in this season I'm focusing on just startups, because I have all different phases of business. And so business now is trendy, it's sexy, it's all the things. But what I'm discovering is that still the traditional business principles, a lot of your new emerging entrepreneurs and business owners just don't have. So Good News Global is really about doing business God's way, regardless to what business phase you're in. There's always good news to get to the next step. So currently that looks like market research, after you got your social media strategy, after you got your photography, after they got all your systems in place. What I do is, because the educational side to business, people are not understanding because they're being inundated because of because the barrier to entry to entrepreneurship is so low right now in this digital and information age. People actually don't understand business. They're using all the business components and all the business trends, but they don't understand supply and demand. And they don't understand once they get all those components in place, at the end of the day, if we don't get to the credit card, you don't have a sale. So business development, business coaching, but right now with a strong emphasis of strategy and systems at the startup phase.
Okay, awesome. Currently, right now, with your with startup phase, are there any type of things that you're using right now, or would consider using to kind of help with that?
So,
with your
like
clients,
in like what regards? In what
like outside of your when I say outside of your coaching, like outside of the box, right?
Okay.
The strategies, the business, the business things, the business pieces that needs to be there, whether it's, setting up legally in your state, getting whatever type of insurances and this and that and the third and all that good stuff like that. Also, taxes, whatever it is that the business have to do to run. So after you have coached these people, right? How are you going to still get to I shouldn't say get to the bag, but how are you going to have some type of recurring monthly income coming in? What are you going to use for that?
And that's what I'm really, and thank you, because you actually are helping me. That's not necessarily a pain or a problem. I know that's like the trendy language people use. When you go to business school for business in college, they don't really call it that. But that is one of my gaps, is that like when I'm doing my initial onboarding and I'm helping them, like we're actually doing almost like a SWOT analysis. As it relates to starting and getting into like the ideation phase, figuring out the concept, product market fit. Because a lot of businesses now that we're all accustomed to are very service driven versus product based.
Correct.
So I'm just also in the process of discovering new data as it relates to what I'm starting to see as to why now I'm focusing on that. But I don't have anything recurring. So like, for example, I just recently charged somebody $2,500 to pretty much do a business in a box type concept. And I was a little frustrated because that should have been $10,000 easily, because we went over, you got the legal parts. I know people, think a business is a LLC and a EIN, but definitely still addressing that. Also addressing the insurance, general business insurance that you see of emerging insurance company businesses that don't have. But then looking at digitally, what digital softwares do you need? Doing some research on that. So kind of going through some discovery on that. So I did all of that for $2,500. So to answer your question, that's one of the reasons why I'm here, because even if that was just going to be very transactional, it minimally should have been $10,000. And Karen can attest to this. I think I talked to Karen one day. I have a lot of information in my head. And so it's almost like when the scripture says we are a living epistle. So my responsibility right now in this season is getting all that out of me and putting it into a system that I can just sell apart from me being the asset.
Yeah, I think that that might be an area where you and Miss Karen can collaborate on. And when I say collaborate on, because she has 1,000,005 systems over there, and being that she already has the infrastructure over there, for you guys maybe to partner in this season, to partner in the season, learn the software, okay? Because what you got on, like, on top of what you got with the SWOT, because you said something right up my alley. You got to talking about SWOT analysis. You got to talking about market comparison. You got to talking about the insurances and this and that and the third. I mean, you going deep over there in these services. And I think what is going to put that's really going to catapult what you're doing, where you can request that $10,000 upfront. You can not even 10,000 for the type of what you're doing. You probably can start at 25, especially with these startups. Okay. And we know that I know sometimes when we're in smaller session like this, a lot of us might think of a startup just a mom and pop businesses. Now you got these startups who are ready to spend their money, who are ready to drop that $50,000, right? From here to Austin to everywhere. You got a lot of you got a lot of startups that has the money and who actually can afford your service. You just have to target them accordingly.
Okay.
And for those startups, startups who are maybe on the lower end per se, and when I say like lower end, I mean more of like house-based entrepreneurs and business like under 50. That's when you're going to get into your CRMs and things of that nature. Because the type of startup that I'm thinking you're talking about, they're already on like maybe I mean, not a HubSpot. Yeah, they might be on HubSpot or Salesforce or
Yeah.
something like,
More enterprises. Yeah.
yeah. So you're talking about those Salesforce users and stuff like that, correct?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I thought.
And
But
that's
there's
only because like I think even too when people start, and thank you, Miss Karen. She actually is one of the people that invited me, and always remember to text me. I appreciate that personalization, because that's missing too in business. So thank you for that. But I think too, like a lot of people don't know where their product actually sit, and
Mhm.
because I'm a strategist and a systems person, doesn't really
Yes.
like for me, it doesn't really matter what industry I'm in. I can bring that. Like, because
Correct.
I sit in both worlds, as an employee and an entrepreneur. And
Mhm.
everything I do on the entrepreneur side, because I'm in transportation as well. So when you said that, yes, small, medium, and large size businesses, what happens is people and I'm going to say this about myself, right? Because everything I do is biblically driven, right? And so the
Mhm.
Bible says to have a form, especially purpose driven entrepreneurs in this season right now, but to have a form of godliness, but to deny the true power thereof. So there's a form of business, there's a wealth of knowledge sitting on the inside of me. But what has happened is I've denied the power of real systems and structures that can bring me to scalability, where my credentials and my competence, may get me into a room, but it's going to be all that other stuff that you're talking about, where I can then close the deal, because I need to close those accounts, and they need to know that I got capacity.
Yes. Yes. You said a key word, capacity. Y'all type that in the chat because I need
But
that
anyways,
word to come
okay.
back
You're
to me.
saying things just
That
like Mary and Martha. You make it. I'm like, oh, I love real business conversations, and not
yes.
fluff. Anyways,
Because that is so true, right? Because people want, first of all, they want to spend their money with people who got the capacity to do that, right? And then of course, as an individual, there's limited that you can do. But when you have a team, there's so much more that you could do. And when I say you have a team, because of the knowledge and wisdom that you have, what I would suggest, kind of starting out, would maybe even to consider hiring two VAs. Okay. And when I say hire those two VAs, then it's more like, hell, how do I hire these two VAs? If y'all want to learn how to hire a VA tonight, put that in the comment section for me. Say, yep, just put yep, and I'll cover it. But hiring a VA with the skill that you have is gonna be able to let you close more deals while they're doing, like, just some of the other things. Okay, I see everybody saying yep, yep, yep. And how many of y'all got the capacity to invest in yourself? And I'm not talking, it's not even a lot of money, but you got the capacity, and you say, yeah, I'm at a point where I need to invest in myself. And if anybody who's on a CRM plan right now, anyway, if you're in VIP or one of our higher premium plans, y'all got help, so y'all already know. But I know some of you who might not have that help, and no, you don't need to necessarily be necessarily in my CRM or anything like that. But what I want you to know is that in order to grow, you're gonna need some more. So you're gonna need some more hands, because you might need some more hands doing those SWOT analyses. You might need some more hands running some type of, I don't know, automation or something, whatever that business need. But you're gonna need some more hands to definitely do that. So we'll go. Oh goodness, this is gonna be good. This is gonna be good, girl. Oh, listen. I said I'm supposed to be on here talking about mindset, and now we done went to the how much capacity that we have.
And
All right.
I want to say this to you real quick when you talked about can you afford? Because I want to know if I'm thinking right when I even talk to my clients. A lot of them think, oh, I can't afford to do this and I can't afford to do that. So what I began to help them with is numbers. How many sales does it take to? Because sometimes we're looking to be profitable, but it's capacity that will help me get to profitability. So even if I have to hire VAs, even before my profit margin is where I want it to be. But if I can hire 3 or 4 people that's making these cold calls for me, that's doing a lot of components for me, that actually generates the revenue, then my VA, she's actually, the way, because I'm 100% commission. I don't know how many other people are. So it's a different drive and a different discipline, even in my everyday work that I have to operate in. But my VA, I'll put her on that same type of model. She's going to pay for herself. Am I thinking right? Okay.
You are thinking absolutely correct. Because think about it. If, let's say, you had a VA, that's all she do or he do or whatever is cold calls. Well, first of all, you're gonna pay that VA a base salary, right? And then while they going through, they doing those cold calls or whatever, and then they get somebody that you get them in there and close it, and then you also teach them as well how to close as what I mean. I'm not telling you give them your exact sauce, but what if right then and there somebody is ready to buy right now? Your VA needs to know how to close them right then and there as well to get the money, right? And so when you have them working for you and doing that, I promise you, you're gonna see so much more, because you like, okay, these people hot, these people hot, these people hot. I can already talk to them. They ready to buy. What stage or whatever it is that they're on. And I'm not for sure, because you 100% commission what what that looks like for you. But honestly, I know it myself. I have a whole team of 6 people right now, and right now I'm paying under $2,500. And even though I'm paying under $2,500, well, they're making me 5-6 times that. You get what I'm saying? And so the cost is not the issue, because it's more of them. And I'm also, not only are they expert at what they do, but I'm also training them in my style. So every time they get better and better and better. Am I right, Trish? Listen, they get better.
No, you're definitely right. Bless Sam Hart.
Listen. I know how to do websites and all that good stuff, right? But I'm not going to sit up there and build website. But I have Sammy. He's my head website guy, and he can produce anywhere between 10 to 20 websites a week. I'm talking about full quality functioning websites a week. I have an automation specialist and marketing expert and advertising person and all that good stuff like that. They can do what I can do, but 5 times more. And I'm still able to, again, do conference calls like this, as well as I get it, because some of us as well are what we call entrepreneurs. And that every year, I always say I'm not going back to school, right? Because I'm a special education teacher. And
every year I say I'm not going back to school because I really don't have to, but I love what I do. I love to teach. Teaching is part of my calling, it's my anointing, and and for me, it's really a part of the way to give back to my community. Because guess what statistics says? Statistics says that if a child of color, whether they black, purple, brown, green, or orange, if they see an African American teacher, by the time they're in the 3rd grade, they are more than likely to go to college. That stuck with me. Like when I tell y'all that stuck with me, that really, really stuck with me. And when you go in my profession, a lot of times it's not a lot of people who look, it's more people now that look like us, but it's not as much. We're still a minority. You look at a lot of these campuses, especially in influential areas, and then also in other areas, you'll see that African Americans, we only represent either 3 to 4% in some areas, in education, and then in other areas of education, only 1%. And if me being there helping these babies, first of all, help train the next mind or the next generation, go to the next level, that's like to me, that's like what God want to see us do, right? And it's also part of ministry for me as well. And with that, I do have a degree in digital cinematography, as well as a master's degree in digital marketing, and that's what I've been doing honestly for the last 20 years or so, just doing what I do. And then I brought it here and brought it kind of on a smaller level to help entrepreneurs just like yourself, because iron sharpens iron. Iron sharpens iron. And like I said, I believe that you partnering with Miss Karen, she has some systems that's going to take she has some systems over there that's going to take not just your expertise, but even your clients to the next level, and you can close those big deals. Everything you need, honestly, is in the room. I promise you it is. But yeah, have any she said yep. All right. So tell me something. How many of y'all hate laundry? How many of y'all hate laundry? Who hate laundry? Who got clothes right now that is sitting right there, either in a bed, depending on some of y'all, we got oops. My camera. Some of us, we have I'm sorry, I done got excited telling the story and I done moved the camera. Some of us, we got laundry right now, and I'm gonna speak to my own self. We got laundry right now that's probably on the bathroom floor that we need to get up, go take it up there to the washer, and we need to put it in the washer and wash this stuff and fold it. But guess what we do, y'all? We let that laundry pile up. And then we look at it and say, we need to go wash. But then where we go? Walmart. And then Walmart got that $5 rack. And then what we go do? Get some more clothes, right? And the clothes continue to pile up and pile up and pile up, right? But let me tell you something. Do you know that how you do one thing is how you do everything? I want y'all to think of one area that you don't have to put it, okay? I don't want you to embarrass yourself or nothing like that. I want you to think of one area that you've been sloppy in, that you've been really sloppy in. And is that energy, is that behavior, is that showing up somewhere else? If it's showing up somewhere else, I want you to be honest in the chat. Just say one. Just put a 1 in the chat. Just put a 1 in the chat. That's just put a 1 in the chat. All right. She said 1. I'm putting a 1 too. Let me put a 1 in the chat. Cause I'm very okay. I see some 1s, and I see folks on Facebook and YouTube, they giving me some 1s in the chat. They like, yep, that's me, hell. Yep, it is. It's showing up in some other areas. And let me tell you why this matters. Because people think like habits are just personal quirks. But really, y'all, they are patterns. Everybody put patterns in the chat. Put patterns in the chat, okay? Those patterns don't know how to stay in one lane either, right? They bleed into every area. We're procrastinating with our laundry. We're procrastinating having those conversations. We're procrastinating posting on our social medias. We're procrastinating just even starting to do something. We are procrastinating making the phone call. We're procrastinating
following up. We're procrastinating, checking back to make sure that person who said call me back next week, and we ain't sit up there and followed up and called them back next week like they asked us to. But that's that not folding that laundry. That's that pattern showing up in other areas of our lives, not having that conversation. Maybe there's conversations that we have to have with people in our lives, our spouses or whoever, our children, and we're just avoiding it. We're like, okay, we'll get to that conversation later. We'll talk about that later, even though it needs to be picked up off the floor and it needs to be washed right now, but we're avoiding it. But that pattern, sis, is what's stopping us, a lot of us, from our next level. Procrastination, okay? But the truth is that your habits also reveal your beliefs. Sister just said not too long ago that I have a form of it, but maybe I'm not doing it. I have a form of entrepreneurship. I'm looking like this, but am I really doing that? And we have to ask ourselves, because this is the hard question. I want to be this 7-figure, 8-figure entrepreneur, but am I really taking those steps? Am I really doing what I need to do for that? Okay. And if you believe your health matters, you'll eat and you'll move like it, right? If you know you need to lose weight, guess what you're going to do? You're going to get your butt up, go outside, start walking. Not even, I don't care if you can go to a gym, but I know I'm going to tell you from personal experience. I went to the doctor and for my annual checkup, right? It was time, it was time for them to do what they need to do, all this good stuff like that. And Lady Health stepped on a scale. And when Lady Health stepped on the scale, that scale said 249 pounds. And I said, that scale is lying. And they said, no, ma'am, that scale ain't lying. Step on it again. I stepped on it again. And I said, let me step on the other scale. And I went on the other side because I knew that scale was lying. I went to the other. Yeah, right. It wasn't. Listen, I went to the other side because I was going to prove them they was lying. They was wrong. I was not 249 pounds. They lying. I'm like, oh, no. Went to the other side of the clinic, y'all. Got on the scale. The little CNA lady, she out there looking at me, just laughing at me like, that ain't going to change the scale, mama. You need to change your habits. You need to change what you eat, okay? So I got on the scale, and that's how we do, because we don't want to believe the truth about. Oh, come on, this ain't messing up my flow. Hold on. I know. No, I don't want. I'm sorry. Sorry about that, guys. I get excited when I talk, so let me put the computer down. All right, there we go. Can y'all see me okay? Thumbs up. Y'all can see me okay? Awesome. All right. But that's how we do, because we go from person to person, from class to class, because somewhere we in denial about the change that we need to have. But somebody say, I'm going to walk in truth today. I'm going to walk in truth. I'm going to walk in my truth of where I am with my weight. And I know that I got some things that I need to change. It starts with the shift. And once the shift happened for me, I knew that I had to start doing some things different. They took my blood, okay? And every year they check your cholesterol levels, they check your ACL levels, they check, they just check all of this stuff. They check your iron. It's like they check everything, right? And then there was a point when they took my blood and stuff, I had to wait, because normally we're looking for an instant result, because we want to see instantly what's going on, what's happening. I'm sitting up here on the edge of my, on the edge of my seat, like, oh my God, when are they gonna give me my results? I wonder that, because I'm a person, I struggle with anxiety. And so I'll start overthinking. I'm like, oh Lord, am I fit to die? Am I fit to this? And I go down these big old rabbit holes that I don't need to go down. but I know the results are going to be coming. But I still know that there is a shift that I have to make, because when I got my results back from the exam, most of the things were great. My cholesterol levels was great. All this other stuff was good. And then it got to the point where, again, when it comes to this weight and stuff, it told me that I was uh, it got to my sugars. And when it got to my sugars, that mug say, ma'am, you're not diabetic, but you're definitely pre-diabetic, right? So once I seen that, that was like what I needed to see. And some of us, we got to see some things before, some of us, we have to see some things before we start making changes. But I don't want that to be you and your business. I don't want you to have to struggle so bad and so hard that you just gotta see it in order to start making that change. I want you to begin to make your changes now, right? Because even though when I got my results back, I'm pre-diabetic, I already knew when I stepped up on that scale, my butt was big, and I need to lose some weight, right? I know I needed at least to lose by 20 pounds, 20, 30 pounds, but I knew that. But however, when I got that the blood results back, and that blood results said that I was pre-diabetic, and I know that diabetes run in my family, I was like, God, thank you for the opportunity so I can get it right. And God is giving each and every one of you an opportunity, because warning always comes before destruction, to get it right, to get your personal lives right, to get your businesses right, to get your 501c3s or whatever you got, your nonprofit organizations, to get those right. Okay. Excellence is a decision before it's a result. Y'all put that in the chat. Excellence is a decision before it's a result. Now, when I got these results, when I knew that there were certain things I need to change immediately, I started switching stuff. It didn't mean I couldn't have no steak, because steak is good protein, and you can process that protein really good, right? It didn't mean I couldn't have a steak. It didn't mean I couldn't have a burger, but I did have to watch my sugar intake. Okay. And so those patterns I had to change, because if I didn't change, that would be my death, right? And if you could do something that could prevent your death, once you do it, if you can do something that could change that old stinky pattern, even when we get stressed and depressed or whatever, you know how we get stressed and we get anxious. And I know for me, I will eat cookies and all types of foolery. I will eat that. But I can change, but I can okay, y'all coming on in the room. But I can change that habit. I can change that pattern, but change. Okay? Change comes, like I said, excellence is a decision before your results. And I want you guys to make a decision in your business, in your personal lives, of excellence. Because once you say, I am going to present excellence, I am going to give excellence, when I tell you the floodgates are going to be open, because everybody under the sound of my voice, each of you have an excellent business. That's all I heard today.
I'm finding you.
Hello.
That's good.
Hello. Can you mind going on?
Oh, wow.
Hold
I hope
on.
it goes down.
Okay, there we go. Excellent is a decision before your results, because some of you're getting a glimpse of results. We're getting a glimpse of it. But I want to see you live off the fat. So, and when y'all say live, you said there you go now. You talking like like you're in the Bible or something. But seriously, I want to see you live off the fat of the land. You hear me? Because we are in a position now, and I get it. For some, money might be tight, but those God-given dreams, they're God-given visions that God has given each and every one of you, your expertise, those of you who have worked for people for 20 years and 30 years and all of that, you can apply that knowledge that you worked so long to gain Now people want to pay you for that knowledge. People want to pay you to be able to go and hire to the sister that said that she had a HR staffing firm, right? Why can't you be the ones who small businesses, even like myself or somebody else, go to? I mean, I got a recruit manager person now, but who I go to, well, we can still go to and say, hey, how much would you charge to go and find us the people to work for us? Because I don't want to sit up there and interview them or anything like that. Why can't you be that hiring agency? That don't require like all these special licenses and all that stuff like that. It requires the wisdom that you already have, the wisdom that it comes from running that HR stuff, right? You know if they need W-2s, if they need coverages or things of that nature. I don't know if you have have any knowledge about international hiring, right? Some of the international hiring and stuff, you might have to pay them like an extra $20 a month or something like that so they can pay into their health insurance or whatever the case may be. But a lot of people do. This is information that a lot of people don't know, and they will pay you a retainer, okay? A retainer. And a retainer is nothing but recurring revenue. Okay. So some of the service-based businesses that we have in here, some of you have to use the word retainer. And some of you who have service-based and also maybe production-based as well, yours is monthly recurring revenue. Same thing, but just apply to two different types of things that you are going to say, okay? And I'm going to anchor it on home there, okay? I'm going to anchor it on home because I don't want you, I don't want you I want you to be inspired and I want you to do great, but I don't want you to lie to yourself either. I want you to know that your patterns are affecting everything that you do. And tonight, you're strategically placed here because the pattern, you have to get this in your spirit for real, that the pattern has to change. I gave you the example of myself and all that laundry that now I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna go put it in the washer. But how we let that laundry pile up, and that laundry, it piles up and piles up. And if we begin to look at our lives, there are other things that are piling up in our lives that we just haven't taken care of. And I want you to get that thing, whatever those things are, and somebody say, clean up. Put that in the chat. Clean up, clean up, clean up, clean up those habits, clean up the procrastination, start clearing the way. Because if you don't clean up that stuff, you can't get no new stuff because you got all that old stuff that's there. You don't clean up your spending habits, you can't get no new money because you can't keep it. You hear what I'm saying? You keep them, you not cleaning up your customers, you can't get no new ones because you can't even manage the ones that you got. Let's be real. Clean it up. Clean up. Y'all put it in there. Clean up. Clean up. Clean up. Because excellence is a decision before the results. And if you ain't cleaning up your stuff now, you ain't cleaning up your stuff, you ain't gonna see no results because your stuff dirty. Clean up. Clean up. You can't pray for a blessing and practice the bare minimum. And garage habits, it sure ain't gonna open no warehouse doors. Your excellent is either everywhere or it's nowhere. And it starts with you clean up. And if you won't, I want to help you clean it up. We got some sisters online here. This sister right here, she's a strategist. If you can put maybe your email, if someone wants to reach out to you. I'm not here to sell, be honest with you, I'm not here to sell you guys anything. I'm here to encourage you as entrepreneurs to clean it up today. To clean up. I want you to clean it up. And once you clean it up in your personal life, it's going to reflect in your business life. And excellence is a decision before the results. All right? Excellence. She said, clean up. That's right. Clean up. She put the clean up song by Barney. Y'all know, remember Barney had the clean up song. Clean up, clean up. It say, clean up, clean up. Everybody, everywhere. Clean up, clean up. Everybody do your share. So we all got some cleaning up that we need to do. Okay. And I say that because when we come back to the next session, we're gonna really talk about first getting that landing page up for our businesses and stuff like that. Because we have founded our avatars, we've founded our pain points and all that good stuff like that. And before we start getting people going right to your offer, I want to make sure that your house is in order and it's clean. Okay. So clean it up. Because what you do in one area is going to reflect in another, is definitely going to reflect in another area. And I'm not going to tell you something that I don't practice myself, because I need to go clean up. I need to get my house and I need to get some things in order ourselves. Okay. So as promised last week I told you guys, some of you were going to get you on the hot seat there. And what I want you to do, we're going to go around and we're going to practice pitching your offer. So what you're going to do, you are going to pitch to me. I don't care if I'm in your industry or not. I want you to pitch to me your service. I'm going to ask you some questions. Okay. I might ask you a question about this and that. The thing that I'm trying to see is, number one, are you targeting my pain point? Are you targeting my pain and presenting yourself as the solution? Okay. Number two, what I'm also looking there is, do you shrivel up when it comes to conflict? Because I don't want you shriveling up. When I say conflict, when it comes to like me asking you and stuff, like, I'm not gonna drill you because I don't be liking that either. Because a person drill me about my own service, I'm like, oh, guess what? You just don't need it, because I'm not gonna go there with you. But we're gonna do that. So who wants to go first? Oh, y'all like, wait, woo, hell, how you gonna give us all this word over here? Then you gonna tell us to go clean up? Now you telling us to pitch you off? You are awful. All right, Trish, you on the chopping block? You go first. Pitch me something.
Okay, sorry, my kids is loud and we starting to settle down, but it's still loud. Well, I just had a awesome denim class. I guess I can go ahead and do that. I did send my pitch, and I did the pre-recording of it. So, but I just can't remember the words. That's the only thing.
See, on the spot. Tell me why. I got, okay, here like this. I'm your client. I'm a client. And I have a senior, a junior, and a freshman all in one house. And then I got an eighth grader on the way to high school. And everything is custom. They're all in sports. Why do I need to take your class? Why do I need to take that denim class?
You really put me on the chopping block. Okay. Alrighty. So normally, like even when I'm doing my pitches, I actually just did one, which is awesome, and I got them intrigued to do a job form to raise up to my $500 course that I'm pitching off next. So what I did is, after the class, after I told them, everything that they got to do, and I was like, all right, you guys, so I got to be honest. I actually have another course coming out, and they was all intrigued. And then it was like, what is it? I said, would you like to learn how to sew? This is not a typical sewing class. This is actually sewing class to learn how to sew on denim. You can go ahead and grab multiple different fabrics, sew it on denim, really put yourself out there to set yourself different and unique. And they like, okay, well, what's all included? And I said, well, not only me just teaching you how to learn how to sew if you're a rookie from scratch, but I'm also going to take you through how to go ahead and go through graduation, creating items that far as, oh, you took me there. Far as how to paint on denim and the different materials that I use. Then I'm also show you guys how to do a varsity jacket using different vinyls, from iron on to the glitter vinyl. Then I'm going to take you guys all the way through making party favors or making different items for family members, if that's whether it's shirts or whether it's, fans. I'm going to take you all the way through. So I'm just giving a rough draft, adding others because I'm not ready to fully put it out there, but I end up got multiple people. But when I do my classes, I throw out a picture and I say, well, it's also, instead of paying $4.99, you're gonna go ahead and pay $175. And then I go ahead and say, well, then also too, don't worry about it. I do have at the pay Sezzle, I have Amazon Pay, so you don't have to chomp up the $4.99. You're able to pay the bare minimum.
Now, y'all hear something that she said? Trish, I don't have the money right now, right? And she's like, look, no worries. Here, I'm gonna give you a pay in full option. You only have to pay $175 today. And you can just pay that as you go, and they're gonna offer that for you. She offered us a payment option. Okay. What I'm seeing online is that I'm not saying people offer that. I'm not hearing people say, girl, or sir, ma'am, we can break this payment up into 4 payments for you. Okay. And another gem I want to throw out to you is that when you are selling higher ticket items, like of course $500 and below, you paying for is a great, right? But some of us, we got those $19.95 courses or $5,000 courses or $10,000 courses, right? And so we also always have an in-person ability to break up payments. Okay. And when I say always have an in-person payment, is you become the bank. Somebody put that in the chat for me. You become the bank. Let me break down this gem for you. How do I become the bank? Let's say it is $400 and they're like, I can't get approved to this, whatever. And you say, okay, this is what we're going to do. Our in-house financing, we do charge 20%, a 20% to finance it, right? And so you're going to add 20% to the price. That is fair. Okay. You can add 10 to 20. All right. If you think it's going to be a higher risk, 20%. If you're going to think it's going to be a lower risk, then 10%. Your choice. You choose. Okay. And inside of your Stripe account, you can have it where they have to pay a certain amount of whatever the money is. They have to pay that up front. So for example, if it's $475, break it up in 2. I think that's 2 something, whatever it is. So they pay that 200, whatever, 200 and something dollars. And maybe you have where they pay for the next 3 months, whatever the rest is, right? And they pay whatever the rest is, and you're in-house financing it. And also you're still making a profit, because if you are going to lend somebody some money, are y'all going to lend them money? I mean, if you were a bank, would you lend somebody you don't even know from a can of paint? Would you lend them money with no interest? Who would lend somebody some money they don't know from a can of paint with no interest? Who out here giving interest-free loans? Y'all in that position? Are y'all in that position where you can give interest-free loans out in here? Yes? No? 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 I ain't in a position where I can give no interest-free loans, right? So if somebody say, hey, can you break this up in payments for me? Yes, I can. My in-house financing sure can. Add a percentage on it. Y'all put that in the chat. Add a percentage on it. Some of you say, Crystal, we can't do that. We're not a bank. We're not a da-da-da-da. That's considered a personal loan. A personal loan, you can put 0 to 300%. That's what the shark loan people do, or whatever. I'm not telling you to do that. Be fair. You get what I'm saying? But you still have to put you got to put a price on it, and you still have to make a profit. And I know most of us are Christian women on here. We get comfortable because we want to be nice and all of that stuff. And ain't nothing wrong with being nice, but don't be like the unprofitable servant. Okay, y'all remember the unprofitable servant in the Bible where he went to Jesus, and one man he gave 10 talents to, another one he gave whatever the amount of talents to, and another man he gave 1 talent to. And the one man that he gave the 10 talent to, he went back and he made some more money. Then the other man that he gave like the 5 talents to, he went out there and he made some more money. And then the man that only gave one talent, the man went in there and buried the dang on talent. And the man was like, "Why you go out there and bury that talent? You should have did something with it." And he was mad at him because he didn't go and grow the money, right? And I give y'all that's a biblical example. Go look it up. It's in there. But I give you the example because that's when I learned, dang, he right. You could put some because he even said something along the lines of I'll pull it up. But he said something along the lines of, even if you would have put my money in a bank where it gained interest, at least that would have grown something, right? And that was the part that really stuck out to me because I'm like, well, if I'm giving somebody a loan, you know what I'm saying? I do gotta make money on it. Just be ethical with it. So yeah, somebody may say, Lady Hell, can you break down this payment for me? I absolutely can. I'm not gonna give you no interest-free loan though. I'm gonna put 20% on it. And if you still want it, cool. We'll break it up. We'll break it up in payments because you still even have to profit. And then you be like, Lady Hell, but what happens if they forfeit on their loan? Oh well, they gotta start over. You gotta start back over from the beginning. I'm still gonna make money. Either way it go. Because that's what they do in banking, is it not? Is it not, ladies and ladies? That's what they do in the bank. That's what they do in the banking. I wanted to drop that gem on you because that was powerful. What she taught us was make them pay in full. And you can do that through Stripe, where Stripe will automatically approve you for it. And they use partners like Klarna, Affirm, just kind of depending on your business type. But having those pay in fours, I know that increases sales by 60%. That's a big number. That's a big number, okay? And a lot of people are very comfortable with using pay in full because you get paid up front. Has anybody ever used have anybody besides myself? You did it too, right? And did you get paid up front? Tell them how it worked, Trish, real quick.
Yeah, absolutely. So basically they'll go ahead and pay it. So like I just ran another one course that was $97. It was like 2 classes in one. Basically, they'll go ahead and pay the $97. Their stuff get chopped up into like 80, like 20-ish something. And then they'll pay it just 4 times. Whereas me, I get paid the whole $97, and I don't have to worry about if they don't pay on it, they have to deal with the third party company, not me. So it pays off a lot and I love it. And it did raise my sales up because I had that without giving a coupon. They've already felt like, okay, I could pay the $97 because I'm not, and I looked at my transactions and I really see a majority of them did pay the $97, the third party. So yes.
Oh, you said something. She said something powerful as well. Everything don't require a coupon. You don't have to discount everything. You don't. Because what you have, what your product or your service that you offer, it is market value. And you bring your market value product to the market and the market will pay. Okay. There was another statement from a real, y'all probably all know him. Who all have heard of Warren Buffett? Put a 1 in the chat. Mr. Warren Buffett. Old school Warren Buffett. Y'all, okay. I think y'all done heard of him. Somebody thank you, Miss LaShonda. The Matthew 25, 14 through 30, the parable of the talent. Okay. We've all heard Warren Buffett. And I remember I was going down a rabbit hole of like watching some podcasts that Mr. Buffett was doing. And he said something about, he was like, you do not, he said, never change your price he said, you never change your price. You bring your price to the market and you tell the market what they are going to pay you. And I encourage y'all with that too. If your price is $5,000, bring that to the market and let the market know this is my price and this is what you're going to pay. Okay. Because a lot of times we'll discount and people will get so used to you giving a discount. I want you to say, I expect market price. I expect market price. When you leave here today, you expect a market price. I know when Lady Health present her service, guess what she expect? She expect a market price. And guess what? They don't like my price. You can go somebody else. It's all gravy. No love lost or anything like that. Because guess what? My price is my price, and I tell the market exactly what it's gonna pay for it. Okay. All right. Who else? One more person. Who else want to get on chocolate block? And I ain't gonna have y'all on here too long at all because it's 8 o'clock, and I didn't realize we was at 8 o'clock. Anybody else want to present? Want to present, and then we'll go into questions. All right. Well, any questions? If you got questions, go ahead. The floor is open, and you can ask your questions, and I'll give you an answer if I got it, or if not, somebody in here got it. Any questions, anyone? Any questions?
I do want to ask a question. I think my business is a little bit different from everyone else because I have set prices. So I was trying to, I'm in like an upscale salon. It's a private suite. Right now, my pedicure is set at $60.
Okay.
I am going to venture into, because I'm that Christian woman, giving discount and giving stuff free. If they need callus, I don't put it on there. It's just like, I don't even charge the people like I say I'm supposed to charge them. So I'm trying to readjust that part. But I was trying to think, how could I scale it? Because I'm in a new city, starting a new business. So I don't know anyone, and I'm getting in the habit of making my post. I use Square. So Square right now has the capacity to create my emails. And so I've been programming them to send out my emails and all of that. But I was trying to think, so this is my whole little pitch. Hello, my name is Jeanette Hilton. I help individuals take care of their nails by providing them professional products that will help them maintain healthy nails. So when you meet me, that's what I'm going to say to you. My pitch is, are you tired of fungus, ingrown toenails? I know cracked heels can be embarrassing. Guess what? I've been there too. Mani and Petties by Jeanette Hilton is here to help you attain beautiful nails and pretty feet. Once you book an appointment with me, my business will help you get on track and having clean and healthy nails by getting rid of fungus, cracked heels, and weak nails by connecting with a professional nail tech that loves what they do. So that was my whole deal. I think you did last week. So that's as far as I got. So I created a video. Well, I've got a video that I call it Nail Talk, and I haven't done it because I'm trying to get used to being live on Facebook. I don't have a TikTok because I'm like, man, I don't want to do TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. I don't want to do all of that. I ain't got time for all of that. But I know, I see you looking at me. I know I got to do that kind of stuff. So I made a video a long time ago that I haven't done. So I said, okay, I'm gonna pick a day. I just went full time in my business. Pick a day where I can just do nail talk and talk about nails, talk about the industry. Because my whole pet peeve is when you guys go to nail salon, they hurry you in. They don't wash their hands. They go from client to client. You sit down and we just accept what they give us, and what they're giving us is not professional. Half of them are not licensed. They just treat us, they tell us, no, you finna get gel polish. I don't believe in gel polish on your toes. Why? Because they're going to drill it off, which is going to make your nail bed weak, which is going to cause you to get a fungus. So that's my whole little spiel. So I said, I'm going to start with my nail talk, get on there, talk about the business, but I don't know how to scale the business because it's a basic price. I do have a deep cleaning. Okay. Hands up. Yes. Okay, I'm ready.
You're gonna laugh when I tell you this, and I love your enthusiasm because we can tell that you are like about your business, and I love to meet people where they are. You got funky feet. You need to come see me. We don't. Your man ain't licking your toe because your feet funky.
I can do that. I can say that.
Right. I want to we'll keep it gospel, No, your feet look horrible. Your feet need to get delivered. It's ugly.
It's ugly, and you got those nasty fungus and green stuff on. Make it sound horrible. Make it
Okay.
sound like when I tell you, when you talk to your client, get to their emotional strings. They know you love to nails and all of that, but get to my emotional string where I'm tired of that reoccurring thing that's on my feet. I'm tired of that coming back on my nail, and I need to get rid of it. And I want to make sure I'm healthy because I'm thinking I'm dying or something like that. Girl, you're not dying, baby. You just got fungus. Let me show you how to come to our salon and let's get you taken care of. Why not people can't fly in to where are you at? Yeah,
St. Louis.
St. Louis. So why can't I fly into St. Louis? Because I know I've been seeing you online. You keep talking about, no more funky nails. Come to my thing. Why can't I come ride out 10 hours to St. Louis and get my funky nails taken care of? And especially by a black-owned professional woman who's been doing this for however long you have,
15.
15 who've been doing this for 15 years. And not only do you care about the nails, but you actually care about me as a person because I can hear your care in your thing. And so I will really hit that funky nail and
Okay.
get on that. When I say I shouldn't say it, Mama said I shouldn't say it like that, but would that grab y'all attention if somebody tell you,
Not looking good. Let me take care of it.
yeah, you funky nails. Your man not rubbing on your feet, right? Because that's part of our confidence there, our feet. And men, and let's just be honest, ladies, men don't want no woman with no ugly feet. They just don't. Because men are visual. And I know we don't necessarily have to just appeal to women and men and all of that, but I'm just saying.
Well, if your man wearing socks in the summer, that means he got 9 times out of 10, his feet is ugly. He got fungus. It's too
And
hot
men
to be wearing socks in the summertime.
Exactly.
And then say, are you getting scratched in the bed? All of a sudden you sleeping and something scratching you. That's them feet. Them feet gotta be
That's
done.
feet.
And say, I love getting that dead skin off of you. I get down to get that dead skin off of your feet. And so when I come to St. Louis, I need to find that lady that she love to
I
get
need
dead.
to find the feet lady. If you in St. Louis, where in St. Louis you at?
I am in West County.
West County. So if you're in West County, are you in West County or the surrounding areas? It's okay. If you're not, you can come on down from Chicago. You can come in from Texas. You can come in from wherever you're from, and we will handle your funky feet.
Okay.
Are we able to jump in? Can we jump in?
Yes, you are.
Oh
Yes,
my gosh.
come on, my strategist. Come on, my strategist. This is what this is for. And this is what the couch is for.
I want to encourage you. You begin to say how you want to elevate. So what they're pointing to is the essentials of who you are. So what you want to identify your brand. And when you're dealing with nails, you're dealing with health and wellness and education, not just the aesthetic side, right? So targeting the fungus, targeting the scrubbing, all of that is really good. So begin to, like she talked, I wasn't on the call last week, but begin to first identify your brand, because otherwise you'll keep chasing a particular type of client. Now, if you want to scrub all day long, you can scrub all day long. That's up to you. But
that's me. I want to scrub. I'm sorry.
Okay, and that's great. So what you want to start doing, so you have the essentials, which is a baseline, right? Is what you're talking about, health and wellness, the nail talk, it's the educational side, it's the wellness side. That is the problem you want to target, because most people don't understand the relationship between their nails and their health, their nails and their gut health, right? You can begin to partner with other medical and service providers in this space when you're hosting your nail talks, and they can be guest speakers to begin to talk to how doctors actually do look at the nail beds as one of a diagnostic tool. You can be, because again, you're not just targeting the aesthetic side, you're actually a health and wellness person. You are a practitioner as it relates to the nail bed. And then you get to do your own deep dive and additional research as it relates to all the other areas that poor nail health can take you. Fungus is one of those things, right? And then all the if you're really wanting to do the scrubbing and all of that, that price point has to change effective immediately right now at 8:18 Central Standard Time. You cannot want to do all of that work and charge $60. So then we got to talk about, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. So you got to begin to really begin to deal with the core values that's driving your pricing. You know, your mindset that's driving your pricing, whether it's fear, whether it's nobody, you know, it's competitors. Because also do a SWOT analysis on your competition, because the reason why you probably have to begin to look at health and wellness, look at education, and you will have to do social media because your stuff is visual. Your industry is visual. People are going to be captivated by what they see. You know, people want their nails and stuff to look good. So your before and afters. So you got to hire those VAs that she's talking about, because you don't have time to do it. Your VAs will begin to sell to get you more clients, right? Then you can begin to talk about subscription-based services, right? So you want to get people into a membership, you know, so that you can begin to educate them. They can come to you, but then you want to take them into nail care, self-care. And then you begin to eventually begin to hire a chemist, but I know I'm taking you fast, to get your own products so that they can take care of their nails. But
I love it.
Essential care, but then enhanced care, right? You're talking about your models for your pricing. You have essential, you have enhanced, and then you have elevated experiences, right? Of all the different components that they're talking about. I don't know if that, I'm just saying you have a lot of room, because one of your competitors, when you do like the SWOT analysis on competition, you're in an industry where you have the foreigners have scaled models. So this is why when the scripture says you don't build a tower unless you count up the cost, okay? So if you don't really understand, and I love your pitch, but your pitch actually did not tell me how you're going to solve my problem, or that you understand what my pleasure is aesthetically, right? So you really, it's great. Your credentials and what you love to do is great, but now you got to convert it. You got to convert it to who you're talking to, and then build it that way. Build it that way.
Okay.
But your competitors are people that got stamina, that do nails, do eyes, or the foreigners from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. And they have a massive labor force, right? So you got to start thinking about that. That's why your pricing model has to be more enhanced, different components that you can begin to leverage and experience. You get to leverage education, because you don't want them thinking, oh man, she's going to cost so much. Because right now, truthfully, it's going to be hard to compete with that industry. So let me take that back. They're not your competitors, but understand who the competitors are and begin to define your niche that takes you out of the competition of doing all of the nails in an unhealthy way. Does that make sense?
It makes sense.
Okay, anyways, and then you have the DIY people that are going into the hair salon, what is it? My hair is cut off, but where you go get your hair products, what are those places called?
The beauty shop.
The beauty supply shop. So you also want to do education there too, because a lot of people now are putting these press-on nails. So you get to host a conversation and let people know how the decisions they're making to DIY stuff themselves is hurting them, but you can also present a DIY component that will help them. Anyways,
I'm about to send you an offering, is what it sounds like.
Yes, please do.
Anyways, you're in a great space. Oh my gosh, congratulations.
You know what, we're gonna have to
diversity.
Listen, Miss LaShonda, thank you. Y'all give it up for her, man.
Thank you.
Good. We're gonna have to adopt you into our couch coaching, honey. You're gonna have to come and sit on the couch and be one of the coaches on the couch. You heard me? This is beautiful. Y'all. Oh my God. Oh, stupid thing. All right. I'm sorry. Okay. So last thing, y'all, for real. Oh, yeah. Okay. So the last thing, and LaShonda, thank you. Thank you so much. because I love the way she went deep. She went deep. She went deep in
Oh,
what
I
she
got one more thing to say. Black Friday is coming. So go annual. Okay. On your Black Friday, Jeanette, offer a annual promotion. Like something, you know what I'm saying? Like get people in, and because the thing, when you start changing your pricing, the main thing the enemy does to us, he ain't nobody going to do that. Nobody's going to buy, y'all. He talks to us all the same. But people have all of us, people have more disposable income, real or imagined. They get into debt on Black Friday, so they might as well pay you, but you can begin to think about things that you can offer during that time that you can make a lot of more money in a shorter amount of time than in a longer amount of time. So you can offer them annual memberships where then they plug into your platform and your community, and you can talk about a lot of things. So, differentiating between your promo content, but then your membership content. That's all I wanted to say.
Awesome sauce. Well, thank you so much for that that sales. Okay, we're gonna have to, you know what, LaShonda, can you come back to the couch with us next month and can you talk about sales? You can be our special guest and talk about some sales over there. She said, "You a blessing. My brain is working. My brain is working." Yes, 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 yes. Oh my God. But this is what, this is what the couch sessions are literally for, as we get on and iron is sharpening iron. But like I promised y'all, if I can take maybe 5 more minutes, can I have just 5 more minutes of y'all's time? 5 more minutes? Do I have permission to have 5? All right, cool. Because I told y'all at the beginning that I was gonna show you guys how to get some VAs, and then I'm gonna pitch y'all at the end. I am gonna pitch y'all. I lied and said I wasn't, but I am. But I'm gonna pitch y'all at the end. But like I said, I'll show y'all everything up front. I'm a very transparent person. But I'm gonna share my screen with you, and once I share my screen with you, I'm gonna share y'all one of the best places to ever and it has helped me scale my business to where it is. It has I have over 83 clients who are currently on my CRM software, etc. And of the 83, about 60 or so of them all have VIP services, and they actually use RVAs to scale and grow their businesses, etc. And it all came from this place right here. It's onlinejobs.ph. Okay. My friend, my brother, his name is John Jonas. He has they're located, I think, up north, but he has a whole group of individuals who actually stay out there in the Philippines. And not only that, they have a small membership where literally they give you access to to their job pool and everything. And on their job pool, they have all types of VAs. People only think VAs for doing like virtual assistant type stuff, but VAs can do they can do software, they can build things, they can develop things for you. Okay, they can do marketing, sales. Sales is a different area to hire from, but I'll give you the short version on how to hire an excellent sales team is to give them a base pay and then offer them commission on top of their base pay. And that's how you train a rock star salesperson in the Philippines. Okay, because sales people might be a little bit harder to find, but I just gave you the blueprint on how to do it. But not only that, John, he also has his class in there, and he goes through, he show you how to hire them, how to fire them, how to create SOPs, all this good stuff like that. Okay, and it's from Online Jobs PH. Okay, the membership is only $69 a month or $280 a year. I'm gonna log into my account so you can kind of see what that looks like. Okay, and as y'all see, obviously it let me know in the Philippines what's the time, and And our people, we actually hire for other people as well. And so you'll see the job postings and different things, that I have. Another thing is cool as well is that they give you this thing called time proof. And what time proof is like a check and balances that allows you to see, like, your employees, what they're working on, etc. Okay. And some of my people, they use the time proof. And when they're using time proof, I'm not gonna click on it because I don't want to show nobody's private information. But when I click on this, it'll show me they're working on this, they're working on that, etc. And I'm getting to see how long they're taking to do this and whatnot. The way you go on there and hire is you go in there and don't hire like a person to do 50 million things, okay? Because if a person see that you want them to do 50 million things, they're probably not going to work for you because they're going to know you're going to be all over the place, okay? And so typically starting out, what I suggest is that you pay your workers a monthly salary. You can do it hourly, okay? But what I suggest is that you pay them a monthly salary, okay? Let's say, and you might ask me, Lady Hell, what is a good monthly salary to start my VAs out with? Okay, I would say $500. Okay, so if you do $500 divided by, some of y'all faster with numbers than I am, but if you do, let me see, let me go to calculator. Go to my calculator.
That's $125 a week.
$125 a week. Okay. So that's, for some of us, that's what we spend at the stove. Okay. We'll spend that. We'll spend that with our families, at some barbecue place or something like that, right? $125 a week. But that $125 a week could get you a full-time the right person anyway. It'll give you a full-time person that's going to give you full-time work that you're going to be able to use that particular person's skills for what you need them to do, right? So some of you might need what we call a general VA. And the general VA could be maybe somebody that sends emails, somebody that follows up with clients, somebody that handles your customer support, somebody that handles this or that, right? A general VA can do those things for you, and you'll literally get 40 hours a week. Because when I say $500, $550, $575, the more you pay, obviously, the better the better talent that you are going to get. But again, even on the lower level, that $500 with the right person, Filipino employees, they're very, very, when I tell you, very loyal. They are very, very loyal. And anything I have asked of my employees, they've done it with no problem. It's to the point now where they want me completely, well, they don't want me completely out the operations, but they was like, hell, we want you to focus on sales because you're really, really good at sales. And we want you, and we'll make sure that the operations piece is working. And when they said that to me, I ain't never heard nobody say that to me. Like it took me by surprise, because I'm like, what they mean they want to handle all the operations? This is my business. But you have to be okay as well. I'm telling you, I'm learning as I go. You have to be okay with letting go some of the responsibility of what you have to do in order to scale. But I'm telling you, you be good to your people, they gonna be good. When I tell you they gonna be good to you, they gonna be very, very good to you. And part of scaling your business is getting help. Is getting help. I'm not worried about them taking company secrets and doing this and that. They not even reared like that. Like the Filipino workers, they're not like American workers. Like, oh, I'm gonna learn the sauce and I'm gonna open my own business. I'm like, okay, go be great then, do what you do. But at the end of the day, y'all gotta be comfortable with getting help. And if that Filipino person is not working out for you, and be like, hey, I'm sorry, this is not a good fit, and be okay with things not being a good fit if it's not a good fit, as well. Okay. And for the lady who had the idea of the business of saying, hey, I have a business where I want to be able to hire people and this, that, talent acquisition and all that good stuff like that. You could afford $69 a month to have access to that big old pool, and you can help small businesses grow and scale their business with qualified workers. Because who want to sit there and interview all day? I don't. Right? And there's a lot of people who don't want to sit there and interview all day, but that's your jam. That's your wheelhouse. why don't you charge a service that's $199 and you be their HR service for $199, $299, $399, whatever, I don't know the ins and out of HR, but you can charge that as a service to business owners who don't want to sit up there and hire people, fire people, whatever. They tell you what they need. You go search that gene pool, you give them what you want, and you have those small business on a retainer, and you can provide HR services for them, or compliance services, and all that good stuff. You can provide that for them. For my tax keepers, you can provide those accounting services to small businesses on a retainer. You get what I'm saying? So you can have that retainer coming in every single month, and you might not even have to do a lot every single month, but you got that retainer coming in. You're able to make some extra income and things of that nature. Boom, did it in 5 minutes. Okay, so yeah, just learn how to go search some VAs and whatnot, but look at some videos online and whatnot. And I'll bring my hiring manager. I'll ask her to hop on a couch session as well, and she'll begin to tell you how she has scaled and grown her business as an HR manager, providing those solutions to small businesses as well. And then she also has a training program that trains people how to become virtual assistant hiring people. All right, that sounds good. Awesome sauce. Well, I said I was gonna pitch y'all, but now I ain't gonna pitch it. Okay. I just told y'all how to go get some VAs. But for real, if y'all do, but if you're looking for a system and you said, Lady Hell, I am ready to invest in, I'm ready to invest in my business. I'm ready to go to the next level, and I need a system. I need this in place. I need to coach it. Well, we have the CRM for you, and we have the help. Okay, depending on what you need. Okay, and Miss Karen, she has some. If you go to Core Marketing Solutions, correct, Miss Karen?
Yeah.
Yes. So if you go to Core Marketing Solutions, you're gonna see those packages. They start at $199 and go all the way up to $650, and then we have some personalized services if you do need some personalized services. But it's the CRM that'll get you together, that's gonna streamline your business, that's gonna have all your websites, things of that nature, and you're gonna have a team sitting right there waiting to support you. That's coremarketingservices.com. Let me put it in the
marketingsolutions.com.
coremarketingsolutions.com. Okay, go get signed up. We'll get you all onboarded. You'll get to meet some of the amazing team members that are over there. Y'all heard us talking about Sammy and Sasha and Miss Angela. You'll get to meet all of them over there, and they are hungry to get businesses to scale and grow. So I want y'all to get signed up if you're ready for the help. $199 ain't nothing but $75 a week or something like that. What is it a week? My human calculators over there. My human calculators, $199 divided by 4 ain't number $49 a week. $49 a week to get you help. $49.75 is gonna get you help. So go ahead and get signed up under Core Marketing Solutions, and just, it don't matter what plan you sign up for with tonight. Normally my services only come on the $650 service, but if you sign up even on the lowest one, it doesn't even matter. I'm gonna give you once a month. I'm gonna meet with you for 30 minutes, and we're gonna help scale, grow your business. All right. Sounds good. I told you I wasn't gonna pitch you. Miss Cora was. I wasn't gonna pitch y'all. Well, thank y'all, each and every one of y'all, so much again for attending the couch session. We will be same place, same time, the second Monday of the month in September. Okay, September the second the second
Thank you.
month. Oh yes, anytime. And I look forward.
September the 8th, the second Monday, September the 8th.
Okay, second Monday, September the 8th, and we're gonna hit that. We're gonna hit the sales and the landing page. Sales and the landing page. Miss Shonda, would you be able to join us, LaShonda? Miss LaShonda, can I have your email?
I'm here. I got in the car for a minute. Yeah, I can definitely join you guys. I'm going and growing too, but I think a great
I want to hook up with you.
okay.
What's your email address? I want to send you. I want to get on a one-on-one with you. What's your email address?
You can send out. I'll chat. I'll send it to you in chat.
Okay, thanks. Okay. Please send it to me.
Okay.
Please send your email address to me in the chat. Yeah. And also, guys, if you're in the DFW area this Saturday, we're going to have a Girl Win Anyway. It's an inspirational field business networking. And when I tell you, every time I come to the Girl Win Anyway, it is absolutely amazing. We have it. It's a mixer there that is in DeSoto, Texas, on Polk Street at the Next Level Event Center at 11 is at 11 o'clock. We're gonna feed you all this good stuff like that. We're gonna talk about business, talk about the Lord, and yeah, it's some amazing. We have a good time, though, Mama. I bring my mama come, my girls come. Yeah, it's gonna be a full house. The dress code is, I think, this week is black with a pop of color. Okay, Next Level Event Center in DeSoto, Texas. So come on with your black and a pop of color. Okay, and y'all can follow. Make sure. Oops. Sorry, I'm in the building there. Make sure y'all you can follow us on Facebook. All that stuff. Just look me up, Crystal Hale. You can't miss me. Lady Hale. If you put Lady Hale, I'm gonna pop up. I'll pop up in there. But again, thank y'all so much for chilling with us, and I'll see y'all next September 8th. September 8th. And I'll make sure everybody who was registered, we'll make sure you get the link so you can register for next month, and we'll see you on the couch. Again, clean it up. All right. God bless you all. Oh, hold on. Before I log off, I want to say shout out to Sir Hale Speaks. Okay. He just blessed the stream. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Sir Hale. We appreciate you for sewing into the couch over there on YouTube. Appreciate you. Well, until next time, and if you're watching online, why not get up in the room, get your questions answered. We will be here. We do this once